Howdy folks, yeah, winter's almost over in upstate New York. Today's 35, 40 degrees, tomorrow's going to be about 50, so the sun's out, it's beautiful as you can see. A little bit of snow left, but wind's blowing pretty good. Today, North Face Inferno, minus 20 degree bag. This was a new piece of gear for this season, and just thought I'd do a quick review on it because I really like the bag. And there's a couple of really good points about it and a couple of negatives. This is a $600 sleeping bag, and I found it on sale for $350. So that was the reason I bought this bag. The sole purpose of buying this bag was just for winter time. I didn't want to spend a lot of money, and just kind of browsing around. I wasn't looking for North Face bags, but of course I didn't want to spend the Western Mountaineering pricing or Feathered Friends pricing just for something that I would use maybe 2 to 3 months out of the year. I mean, that's pretty much the only time that you would use a bag rated to 20 below, 10 below would be maybe two months out of the year here, 2 to 3 months. So it's minus 20 degree Fahrenheit or minus 29 degrees Celsius is the rating on this bag. Of course, that's the extreme rating. I don't know, I didn't get a chance to get to those temperatures this year. I got to negative 12 degrees Fahrenheit. I had a puffy on, a base layer, a puffy, hat, gloves, and a light pair of fleece over the base layer, and I was more than warm at negative 12 degrees. So I'm sure I could have taken this to 20 below with the clothes I was wearing without any problem. I did have 2 hand warmers in the bag also. I wasn't exactly sure what the weather prediction was, and this is the first time that I was going to be in this bag at those temperatures, so I threw a couple of hand warmers in just to be safe, and yeah, I didn't need them. I didn't need the hand warmers. Everything was good. Like I said, the way I was dressed with the hand warmers, I'm sure I could have hit 20 below without too much problem. But I can't say that for sure because it didn't happen. It was minus 12 degrees Fahrenheit. So yeah, when I cowboy camped with this bag, it was minus 2 degrees Fahrenheit out. The bag did completely fine. I had 2 sleeping pads on the ground, and this bag, so I had my my foam pad and then my Thermarest Xtherm sleeping pad, and it was right directly on the snow. So and minus 2 degrees. The wind was not blowing very hard. It was in fact very little wind. So but overall I've been completely happy with this bag, using it from minus 12 degrees Fahrenheit up to 25 degrees Fahrenheit. One night it was a little warm, but I didn't sweat, and we'll get into the reasons why I didn't sweat. This bag is designed very well, and I see some complaints online about certain things with it, and there are some valid complaints, but overall I think this bag has been designed fairly well for its purpose, and I can see the reasoning behind it. So yeah, works good. My 1993, which is my first real sleeping bag, North Face Cat's Meow 20 degree sleeping bag. It's a mummy bag. It's synthetic, but both of these weigh the same amount, 3 pounds 8 ounces. In all fairness, the Cat's Meow today is probably at least a pound lighter, so somewhere around a pound lighter, I'm sure. So yeah, but you know, for what I used to carry to what I carry now, some of the time, just, you know, it's kind of a wash really. But yet I can get down to a lot colder temperatures with this, and you know, I've used this a handful of times, like I said, from 25 degrees Fahrenheit down to minus 12 degrees Fahrenheit this winter. That was as cold as any day I was available, and it worked out really well. I'm really happy with this bag. they give you a really nice compression sack with the bag. They also give you a big storage bag with it, but you know, this is a little heavy compared to, say, the Sea to Summit bag, but it works really well, and I see no need to change it out. I'm not looking to go really light in the wintertime. Everything's heavier anyway, so this works. It's not bad. Alright, let's get into the bag. First off, check this out. Nice little pocket right inside. Look at that. That is absolutely wonderful right there. Batteries, phone, it fits a decent amount of stuff. I can fit all my camera batteries in it, plus my phone. Works perfect. Alright, besides that inside pocket, another really cool thing about this bag, and I don't know if you can see it, but there are underneath, right behind the head, right behind your shoulders, right behind your butt, and right behind your heels, there's extra heavy-duty material to add to the durability of the bag. Great idea, because of course you're going to be moving around a lot. When you're in camp, you're going to be in this bag a lot. You're going to be moving around in it a lot, so that really really helps. The third thing that I really like about this bag are the 2 cinches on either side of the hood. Some bags only come with 1 cinch. You're pulling 1 cinch and it cinches the whole thing down, and it kind of does it lopsided. This does it very even, and it holds. That is one of my biggest pet peeves, is cinching down your hood, your draft collar, and in 10 minutes later everything's kind of expanded out and moved. You got to do it again, or you feel the heat just escaping. So that to me is excellent. They really did a wonderful job with this hood. They made a great hood. It's deep, it's full, and it cinches right down in the exact right spot, so it's not coming up over your mouth. And last but not least, something that I am really enjoying is this center zipper. I see a lot of people, a lot of reviews saying, you know, bring back the side zipper with this bag. I like the center zipper. I see some reviews make the center zipper longer. I don't think that's a necessity. The zipper goes down to where you're going to sit up. It'll get you down to the waist length, so I don't think that's a big deal for you know, getting in and out of the bag. Would a longer zipper help? Yes, but it's going to leave more of an area for heat to escape. Another option on this bag is the glow-in-the-dark zipper pull, which to me makes no difference. I mean, it's a center zip. It's 3 foot long. You don't really lose the zipper very often, so not really difficult to find, but it's there. If it's something that interests you, it does glow in the dark. The big flaw with this bag is the draft collar. Now, the draft tube they did a good job with. Covers the zipper fine, and you have a really nice draft collar to go right around your neck. It's a great size, again, placed perfectly. The major flaw with this is there is no way to cinch it. There is no cord in it. There are no Velcro strips to put on to make it smaller to cinch around your neck. It's one size and that's it. So that is kind of a huge fail. What's happening is all the air that you've heated inside the bag can escape out around your neck area if you don't have a piece of clothing or something to fill in the void. And that's how I've been getting around this issue, is just taking some extra clothing and putting it around my neck to fill in the void. So it's up around my neck and shoulder area, right below the draft collar. And that worked just fine. So to me, it's a big issue and a major fail, but the other elements of the bag make up for that issue, that one problem. I can work around that problem. Eventually, I just may get some Velcro and sew it in there so I can adjust to different points depending on how many layers of clothing I have on. I can adjust that to go snug around my neck. I don't see any way, without taking this all apart, I don't see any way of getting a cord in there. There should be an elastic cord just like it's in the hood. There should be something like that in here, just so you can cinch it around snug, so the warm air, or the air that you're heating inside the bag, isn't just escaping right out the top of the bag. So yeah, big fail, but not a deal breaker by any stretch. Like I said, the good points about this bag outweigh the bad by far. Yeah, and that's my only complaint with this bag, is the lack of some kind of closure on the draft collar. And you know, it can be dangerous, especially in a very, very cold survival situation. But as long as you're aware of that and you use some clothing or something to put in there to block that void, you're fine. And I haven't had any issue with it. Especially a little heavier puffy fills in that void without having to add anything. If I'm just sleeping in just my base layer, then I take my really light puffy and just kind of lay it over my chest, and it tucks right in there perfectly. So you know, by no means a deal breaker. Just be aware of it if you're going to use it and you're taking it right out to very cold temps. Have something to kind of lay over there just to help with that. And I wasn't aware if I was going to, when I bought this bag, I didn't know if I was going to keep it. I didn't know if I was going to like it. So I kind of went with the regular length just to give it a shot because of the price of it. It's the cheapest 20 below bag that you'll ever find if you can get it for $350 brand new. And this was brand new, $350. It's a $600 sleeping bag, which still is a very good price for a 20 below Fahrenheit sleeping bag. Minus 29 degrees Celsius, minus 20 degrees Fahrenheit. $600 is still at the lower range of most sleeping bags out there. To get to that temperature range with Feathered Friends and Western Mountaineering, you're up into the $800-900 range. So because it's only going to be something that I'm using 3 months out of the year, and 3 months is probably even a stretch. We usually only get the very cold temperatures for, you know, January, February time frame anyway. So you know, into December I'll be using my 10-degree bag, and you know, come March, April, I mean, last night it was 30 degrees out was the low, I think, last night. So you know, I don't need this bag. The January and February stretch of upstate New York, very cold weather, is over. So you know, this bag will go away until next year, unless we get, you know, some freak cold spell come through, and I just happen to be going out that week. But yeah, so there's a quick rundown of the North Face Inferno, minus 20 degree Fahrenheit, minus 29 degrees Celsius, 800 fill, goose down, Summit Series sleeping bag. Well, let me go ahead and get in the bag quick here, and then you can just see, again, I'm 5'11", 175 pounds. You can see how I fit into, this is the regular size bag. They say it's good for up to 6 people 6 foot tall. So let me go ahead and get in that, and just give you a visual of what it looks like. Alright, my feet are pretty much down to the bottom right now. hope this review was a little helpful. I know it wasn't a very in-depth review. Just some of the positive points, some of the negative points about the sleeping bag. I am thoroughly liking this bag. I'm going to continue to use it. Great sleeping bag. Packs down fairly well for what you're getting out of it. If you like this video, please subscribe, leave any comments below, and thanks for watching, and we'll see you later. Take care.